Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Lesson number 15. In this lesson, inshallah, we will learn about the detached pronoun antunna, which is used for the feminine plural for the second person. Then attached pronoun kunna. So antunna is used for the second person feminine, and then the plural, and then the attached pronoun will be kunna. The verb that will be used is dhahabtunna, you all went. And then one new verb that we will learn is raja'a, that means he returned. And two new adverbs, ba'da, that means after, and qabla, that means before, and they are used as mudaf. Now, do you remember the adverbs that we have learned so far that are used as mudaf? We have learned, I guess, 4. So do you remember? We have learned tahta, amama, khalfa, and inda. So 4 of them, and then the 5th one is ba'da, and the 6th one is qabla. So we need to remember the information that we have already learned so that we can implement it. Now we can see over here that we have the detached pronouns, dhamirun munfasilun, anti for the second person feminine singular, and the attached pronoun is ki. For example, we say anti Zainabu, you are Zainab, hadha kitabuki, this is your book. And when we talk about the plural, then we have the detached pronoun, which is antunna, you all, and the attached pronoun will be kunna, your. For example, antunna muslimatun, you all are Muslims, and Allahu rabbukunna, and Allah Azza wa Jal is your Lord. And the verb here we can see that for the singular feminine, it will be anti dhahabti ila al-madrasati. We know that if we have the pronoun which is singular for the feminine, then the verb has to be the same. So anti dhahabti ila al-madrasati, and when we have the plural adverb, for example, antunna, then the verb has to be the plural as well. So it will be antunna dhahabtunna ila al-madrasati, you all went to the school. So inshallah, today's lesson, we will focus on antunna and kunna, and similarly the past tense, which is used for the feminine plural for the second person, which is dhahabtunna. Now the conjugation of dhahaba is complete for the singular and for the plural. The dual, inshallah, we will complete it in the following lessons. So dhahaba and dhahabu, he went and they went, and dhahabat and dhahabna. So for the third person, we have completed now dhahabat and dhahabna. And similarly for the second person, dhahabta and dhahabtum, we have learned already. Dhahabti we have completed, and inshallah today's lesson we focus on dhahabtunna, and dhahabtu and dhahabna we have also learned. So dhahaba, dhahabu, dhahabat, dhahabna, dhahabta, dhahabtum, dhahabti, and dhahabtunna, dhahabtu, and dhahabna. Now we have 3 verbs over here: raja'a, kharaja, and jalasa. So now what you have to do, inshallah, based on the same pattern, you have to complete the conjugation of raja'a, he returned, kharaja, he left, and jalasa, he sat. So with that, inshallah, 4 verbs will be complete, including dhahaba, raja'a, kharaja, and jalasa. And once you are, inshallah, used to the conjugation of the verbs, then learning of the Arabic language will be much easier for all of us. Ad-darsu al-khamis ashara, lesson number 15, al-fatayatu. So we have learned that al-fatatu, and the plural of al-fatatu is al-fatayatu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And the young ladies, may peace, Allah's mercy and blessings be upon you. Zainabu, Zainab says, wa alaikumus salamu. So we know that mim is sakin, and when we connect it with al, it will be connected with dhamma. Wa alaikumus salamu wa rahmatullahi, and we know rahmatullah is mudaf mudaf ilayh, wa barakatuhu is also mudaf mudaf ilayh. Man antunna, Ya akhawatu. Who are you all? So why do I say you all? Because we know anti is for singular and antuna is for the plural. Ya akhawatu, O sisters. So Zainab is asking, who are you, O sisters? Ihdahunna, one of them. Ihdahunna. In the previous lesson, we have learned ahaduhum, and here we have ihdahunna. So basically, it is ihda. It ends with alif maqsura, the short alif, and then we have the attached pronoun hunna. So the rule we have learned in the previous lesson that whenever we have alif maqsura and whenever it is connected to the attached pronoun, then it changes into regular alif. So it becomes ihdahunna. So you can see the difference over here. It has changed from alif maqsura to regular alif. And that's the rule with the alif maqsura. Whenever it comes with the attached pronouns, as we can see here, then it changes into regular alif. إحداهن نحن بنات الشيخ عباس. We are the daughters of Sheikh Abbas. Nahnu, we can see, is the subject, and banatu shaykhi is the predicate, and this is also mudaf ilayh. Abbasin is majroor over here. So why Abbasin is majroor? We know that nahnu is the subject, and banatu is the predicate, and banatu shaykhi is mudaf ilayh, and it is marfu because it is predicate, and we know that predicate is also always marfu. And this is also mudaf. So we know that mudaf depends on the situation, like how it is used. So here it is marfu. And ash-shaykhi is majroor, yeah, because it is mudaf ilayhi. Okay, but why Abbas is majroor? Does anyone have any idea? Because it is being used as a substitute for ash-shaykhi. Badal, excellent. So what do we call it? We call it badal, okay? So what is the meaning of badal? It is called substitute, as we can see over here. The ruling is the same as we have the ruling for masuf and sifa. It should be equal in CG and S, capacity, gender, number, and status. So we know that ash-shaykh is definite and Abbas is also definite. Both of them are marifa. Ash-shaykh is majroor and Abbasin is also majroor. Ash-shaykh is singular and Abbas is also singular. Ash-shaykh is masculine and Abbas is also masculine. So this is called al-badal, which is called substitute. Now, if you look at Surah Al-Fatiha, and when we start Surah Al-Fatiha, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. So how do we start? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. So we have Alhamdulillahi. Lillahi is jar majroor, lafz al-jalala. And after that we have Rabbi. Now Rabbi is majroor. Why Rabbi is majroor? Because it is a substitute for Ismul Jalala. So Ismul Jalala is majroor, and it is being used as a substitute for Ismul Jalala. That's why it is also majroor. And similarly, when we continue and we complete the verse and then we start the next verse, we say Maliki Yawmiddin. So Maliki is also majroor. So now we can see that Rabbi and Maliki, they are the substitutes of Ismul Jalala Lillahi. So they will be, the substitute will always be equal in capacity, gender, number, and status. So they will be equal in Arab, and the rest of the three things will be also the same. So that's why it is called al-badal. And we know the reason why we need to know now, because we know that the Arab of badal is always the same as it is mubdal minhu. So this is a little bit difficult, mubdal minhu, even if you don't remember. So the first noun is called mubdal minhu, and the second one is called badal. The only thing that we need to remember that they should be equal in C, G, and S. Now we have learned that the noun is majroor for two reasons. When it comes after harf jar, and we know that it is majroor when it is mudaf ilayh. Now the third reason today we have seen that it is also majroor if it is the badal of the noun, and the noun that comes before it is also majroor. So this is majroor, and that's why this is also majroor. I hope inshallah it's clear. So one of them says, we are the daughters of Sheikh Abbas. Zainabu, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. It's also a complete sentence. Ummukunna ustadati. Your mother is my teacher. Kayfa haluha? how is she? So now we know that ha refers to ummu, and here we can see that kunna is the attached pronoun of ummu. So ummu is mudaf and kunna is mudaf ilayh. And similarly, ustada is mudaf and ya al mutakallim is mudaf ilayh. Ummu kunna ustadati, your mother is my teacher. Kaifa haluha, how is she? And how refers to the mother. Ihdahunna, one of them. Hiya bi khairin walhamdulillah. She's fine and praise be to Allah. And we know that whenever we say alhamdulillah, it's not necessary to translate it, but if we translate it, that's fine. Hiya bi khairin walhamdulillahi. Zainabu, aina hiya al-ana. Where is she now? Aina hiya al-ana. Where is she now? Okay, now aina is a question word and it is also dharf. It's an adverb. And we know that an adverb and harf jar, they cannot be subject. They will always be predicate. So we will say that hiya is the subject and aina is predicate. And al-ana is also a dharf. It is also an adverb that means now. So where is she now? Ihdahunna, one of them. Hiya al-ana fi Riyadi. She is in Riyadh right now. As we know that Riyadh is the capital city of Saudi Arabia. So here will be the subject and al-ana fi Riyadi will be the predicate. She is in Riyadh now. Zainabu, Zainab, mata dhahabat. When did she go? Mata dhahabat, when did she go? And now we know that dhahabat is the verb that is used for the singular feminine and it refers to hiya. So one of them, she says, hiya alana fi Riyadi, and then Zainab says, mata dhahabat, when did she go? So dhahabat refers to hiya. Ihdahunna, one of them, dhahabat qabla usbu'in. She went a week ago. Now we can see here, dhahabat is the past tense and qabla means ago. And we can see that the noun that comes after this is majroor. What does that mean? That means it is a dharf, but it is being used as mudaf. So that's why the noun that follows it will be majroor, which is mudaf ilayh. So she says, one of them says, she went a week ago. Zainabu, man dhahaba ma'aha. Who went with her? And how we know refers to the mother. So who went with her? Ihdahunna, one of them. Dhahaba ma'aha akhuna Ibrahimu. Our brother Ibrahim went with her. Now, who will tell me that Ibrahimu is marfu? It has dhamma. Why does it have dhamma? Yes, please. Because it is badal. Excellent. Badal of what? It is a badal of akhu. Very good. So it was basically akhun, and we know that when it is used as mudaf, then it becomes akhu, and na means our. So akhu is akhuna, our brother, and for akhu, the substitute, the badal is Ibrahimu, and akhu, is it definite or indefinite? Akhun, generally we know that akhun is indefinite. So here, Ibrahimu is definite for sure, we know that. But what about akhu? Why is it definite? Does anyone remember why is it definite? It's marifa because it is mudaf, and we know that whenever the attached pronoun comes as mudaf ilayh, then both the nouns will become, in fact, the noun that comes before it, it will become definite. So akhu is definite because it is mudaf and na is mudaf ilayh. So when mudaf ilayh is definite, then mudaf also becomes definite. And the example we have learned from the beginning of the course, Baytullahi, Baytun is an indefinite noun, it's nakira. But when we say Baytullahi, the house of Allah, why do we say the house of Allah? Because it is the mudaf ilayh is ma'rifa, it is definite. So because of that, it has become definite. So now we can see that akhu and Ibrahim, they are equal in capacity, gender, number, and status. So one of them says, our brother Ibrahim went with her. Dhahaba ma'aha. So we know that dhahaba is used for the singular masculine and it is used for Ibrahimu, as we can see over here. Zainabu, kayfa halukunna? How are you all, ladies? And why do I say how are you all, ladies? Because we know that kunna is attached pronoun, which is used for the feminine plural, for the second person. Ihdahunna, one of them. Nahnu bi khairin walhamdulillahi. So we can see nahnu is used for both singular and masculine, singular and plural, and it is used as the subject, or it is used as detached pronoun for the plural, right? For the plural. So nahnu bi khairin walhamdulillahi. We are fine. Alhamdulillah. So as I said, you can either translate it or you can simply say Alhamdulillah. Zainabu fi ayyi madrasatin antunna. Fi ayyi. So now we can see that because of fi, ayyi is majroor. But madrasatin, why madrasatin is majroor? Why is it majroor? Antunna, you all. Yes, anyone remembers? We have learned that ayyi or ayyu is used as special mudaf. It is used as special mudaf. So ayyi is majroor because of fi, and madrasatin is majroor because it is mudaf ilayh. So now we know that the noun is generally majroor for two reasons, and both of the reasons are over here. Number one, it is because of harf jar, and number two, it is mudaf ilayh. How do we know it is mudaf ilayh? Because we have learned in the previous lesson that ayyu is used as special mudaf. Ba'du and ayyu, they are used as special mudaf. That's why madrasatin is mudaf ilayh, and antunna, you all, ladies. So Zainab says, in which school are you in? إحداهن, one of them. نحن في المدرسة المتوسطة. We are in the secondary school. نحن is the subject and في المدرسة المتوسطة is the predicate. زينب متى اختباركن? Zainab is asking, when is your exam? اختبار is مضاف and kunna is مضاف إليه, and also it is the attached pronoun, as we know. So أين اختباركن? When is your exam? إحداهن, one of them. اختبارنا, our exam. So na means our. اختبارنا مضاف مضاف إليه. Our exam. بعد شهر is after 1 week. Now we can see that بعد is after, it means after, and it is ظرف, it is an adverb, but it is also used as mudaf. That's why the noun that follows it is majroor, it is mudaf ilayh. Our exam is after a month. Yeah, after a month. Yeah, sorry, correction. Zainabu adhabtunna ila al-madrasati al-yawma. Adhabtunna ila al-madrasati al-yawma. Did you go to the school today? So al-yawma, as we know that when it comes with fatha, it means today. So did you go to the school today? Ihdahunna, one of them. Na'am, yes. Dhahabna wa raja'na. So we went and returned. So one of them says, yes, we went and returned. So alhamdulillah, we had a very good practice over here for the second person, for the feminine plural, which is hunna and kunna. Now here, I'll just provide you with the adverbs that are used as mudaf, and these are the ones that have been used in the Quran. So we have learned today, we have learned qabla and ba'da, we have learned these today. Similarly, we have learned tahta, and we have learned amama, and we have learned khalfa and inda and ma'a. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, we have learned like 7 of them, as we can see over here, and the rest of them, inshallah, you can sit and you can memorize, because whenever we are reciting the Quran, we will definitely come across, and they will always be helpful for us. So here we have fawqa, which is above, baina is between, hawla, around or surrounding, lada, in the presence of, and then we have milladun, especially from, and similarly we have duna, besides or other than, and wara'a, far behind. So these are the ones that have been used in the Quran. We have learned 7 of them already, and the rest of them, inshallah, you can memorize. And whenever you are reciting the Quran, you can focus on them, and they will definitely help you to know like why the noun is majroor. And one of the reasons you will see that the noun is mudaf ilayh. And how will we know it is mudaf ilayh? Because we know that these adverbs are used, they are used as mudaf, as we can see over here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.